How's it going, everyone? Daniel Rodriguez here, aka Big D. It's time to review The Walking Dead Season 6, Episode 3, titled Thank You. Spoiler review. If you have not seen the episode, go to amc.com/TheWalkingDead. Watch the episode because, well, you know, the internet spoils everything nowadays, but just please make sure you've seen the episode. Do not. I'm going to spoil stuff in this review, so please. If you have not heard on the internet already, that spoils everything. Like Jon Snow's death for me. Yeah, that's right. You spoil for me, internet. I don't spoil for you. Anyway, still, just everybody, please, calm down. Here we go. We're going to get through this. This is my review. Going to give you the pros, going to give you the cons, and the final score. It's going to take me 2 minutes to recap the episode, give you my pros, cons, final score, and top 3 moments. Let's get to it, baby. And let's look back, baby. We're going to look back at the end. By the way, I know the truth about Glenn. So, stay to the end of the video and I will tell you, for those who don't want to be spoiled for the for the upcoming episodes for Season 6. It's going to be a spoiler for things that have not, that filming and everything. So just stay tuned. That's what I'm saying. Stay tuned. I'll be telling you that. You don't want to be spoiled for the upcoming episodes? Then you can leave later in the episode. Or review. Here we go. Rick and the group, they're running, baby. They're running in the woods and everything. The horn is honking from far away. Alexandria, they're all heading, the horde's going. This guy dies. The guy who's always blaming Rick and everything, like questioning Rick. He, like, out of nowhere, he just gets his neck bit and so he ends up dying. A lot of people die in this episode, man. Rick is going to go for the RV and make meth. No, I'm kidding. He's going to go for the RV, and basically he's going alone. He's like, Glenn, Michelle, you got to make it. And I'm a horrible impression, but you got to make it back to Alexandria. Okay, you do not stop. Go. Go. If any of them get left behind, you go. As long as you make it home. Like, damn, like Rick's really, and Heath is listening, like he's listening to the whole conversation and everything. So anyway, the group, man, Rick's gone, so the group are fighting a bunch of walkers. This dumb guy, dude, he shoots this guy by accident in the leg. He ends up running off like a little pussy. Like, seriously, damn it, dude. The guy ends up running, and this guy is, well, there's another guy that got bit in his back, so like I said, a lot of intense stuff's going to go down. Daryl leaves Abe and Sasha to go up ahead. Glenn and Co. are searching like this little town, this little area. They're in this pet shop as well. Rick cuts his hand, and he's on the road, and he gets the RV. He ends up getting the RV. Glenn and Nicholas, they're looking around, and Nicholas sees this guy that he used to know back when he used to scavenge around named Will, and he ends up killing Will. Nicholas is one of those where Nick has always been like, in this episode, like, everything it just tunes out, and he's kind of like his mind is like if he's just like, he doesn't, everything's messed up, like if he's just been hit by a bomb on the side and everything is disoriented and everything. That's how he is this episode. And then you got Glenn like, Nicholas, that guy, you know, like, you know, basically that happens a lot for that. So he ends up killing Will, and Michonne and the team, Heath and everyone, they're in the pet shop, and this guy writes a note for his wife, but Michonne's like, you're going to make it home, don't worry. So the herd is in front of the store. They end up fighting their way out of the store, and, well, Glenn and Nicholas are climbing, they're in this alleyway, and they get cornered, and they end up climbing this dumpster. Okay. So they're fighting, you know, they're killing as much as possible, but they're getting cornered, and they can't climb the fence because there's more zombies on the other side. There's more walkers. So Nicholas, and I have a toy gun, yes. Oh my god. Oh, it's such a toy. Yeah, you don't have a real gun. Why would I have a real gun? Anyway, so Nicholas is at the top of the dumpster, and Glenn's at the top, and Nicholas looks at him, and Nicholas is having, again, disoriented. Like, you think he's going to fall down and pass out and die. You think he's just going to give up and fall, you know, you think that's going to happen, you know, and basically he's just, that's literally how I feel, like, when I'm in places, like, with a lot of people, I get really, not like, but I literally get, like, my mind starts to hurt, and I gotta look down, I have to look down a lot, I'm always like, because I feel like I'm gonna pass out. I black out sometimes, so I gotta be careful. But for him, he was like, ugh, like he wanted to fall down. But he gets his gun and he's looking at Glenn, and Glenn's trying to figure out stuff, man. They're on top of the dumpster and they don't have much room. They're grabbing at them, and this is where Nicholas grabs his gun and he's like, so I'm facing you, you're Glenn. And he's like, thank you. And literally, the blood splats on Glenn, dude. And literally, when I'm watching it, I know the truth, but I want to tell you what I reacted to and how I felt. When Glenn, literally, and he's poor Nicholas, and they fall. And the zombies start ripping into Nicholas. Obviously they are. But if they're ripping into Glenn or not. Now, let's just say if Glenn's dead. If I doubt it, but if Glenn's dead, it's a perfect way for him to go. And if he like, let's say if he did die. Like, let's not make any questions. Just say, like, if they did write it where he died. Like, if I wrote it like he dies, I think it's a perfect way for him to go. No Negan, no nothing, just him dying like that. It's a very shocking way, because when he fell, and when I saw him fall into the walker thing, I was like, oh shit, how's he gonna get up? How's he gonna get up? And then I saw the walkers, like, and I was like, my mouth, when I saw that happen, I was like, I literally was like that. I was like, I literally was like, what? Like, I was thinking to myself, is this real? Am I seeing what I'm really seeing? Is this happening? Is this really... I couldn't believe this was happening. I was thinking, no, it's only episode 3. Nothing's supposed to happen. But yeah, Lori died in episode 3 in season 3, yeah. Or episode 4, something like that. Oh yeah, that's Lori. But Glenn? Stay to the end of the video, like I said. So Glenn dies, at least to make it think like he does. Everyone is struggling, dude. Rick is attacked in the RV. The RV ends up breaking down because of that, and he ends up killing the wolves. Has an AK-47, and he shoots, of course, through the wall. So he ends up fighting. The RV is broken, and the walkers are approaching the RV at the end. The herd is approaching the RV. And Heath and Michonne and this other guy, well, they're headed, and they're in Alexandria already. They're home. David, who actually wrote the letter to his wife, he ended up dying near a fence where they were climbing, Michonne and them. So he died, and this girl named Annie ended up dying as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, what did I think about this episode? Let me give you the pros and cons and the top 3 moments. But first off, I just want to say it's a great episode. It's honestly a great episode. Let's get to the pros. Let's just look at it if Glenn died. Let's just look at it as that. Glenn's death, or at least misleading it to it, or if it is Glenn's death. The way it was constructed, the way that it was done. Now, I'm pretty sure, I hear a lot of people like, oh, Nicholas, that bastard. Oh, Nicholas is so stupid. Oh, Nicholas this, Nicholas that, Nicholas, ah. Don't blame it on Nicholas. Don't blame it on Nick. I wasn't like, when Glenn died, I was like, like, I was like, oh my god, I cried, yes. And in the commercial, I literally cried where I was like, this can't be, this can't be. We've been with him for 6 years. Just seeing a family member, and it's a TV show, yes, I get it, but when you're connected to a person, and you consider them, just, you, again, welcome them onto your screen every Sunday, the death, I don't blame Nicholas. It's not like Nicholas was like, oh, because his head was already like shot. He didn't like throw him down, but Glenn's death and Nicholas' death. It's not Nicholas's fault. Do not blame it on, oh, Nicholas got him killed. What's Glenn gonna do? What's Glenn gonna do? He's alive. Yeah, okay, people think he's alive. He's gonna climb under the dumpster. Okay, smart guy. Let's get tough here. Let's talk. He climbs under the dumpster. What then? There's walkers on the other side of the fence. There's walkers there. You think the walkers are just gonna go away because he's under the dumpster? They're gonna walk away? He has no walkie-talkie. He has no food. He's under the dumpster. They're going to crawl under the dumpster. Sure, he could kill them, And then he gets sleep. The walkers are going to be in the way for them, but he needs air. He needs breathing. He's not going to sleep out of the dumpster for a few days. Nobody's coming for him. Rick has his own stuff to do. Michonne and them have their own stuff to do. Yeah, maybe they're going to go and look for him in the next few episodes. But are you going to tell me they're going to go through all those walkers just to get to Glenn? All those mile-long walkers. I'm going to be pissed off if he ended up being alive. I know the answer most likely 100% I do. But if he is truly alive, I'm going to be pissed off because I love Glenn. I do. But this was a perfect way to kill him off. If this, don't bring him back. This is the way he should go out. It was a shock, a very big shock. Like Jon Snow, we didn't see that coming. This, you didn't see that coming. You did not see that coming. That's a shock. Don't bring him back. That was a perfect way to go out. He would have been on Talking Dead. Maybe the actor's doing something. Maybe he is. Not everyone has to be on Talking Dead every week. It's just the way that he died was perfection. And it made me cry at the shock. I really wish I could have reacted to that. Like, reacted on the camera. The action in here as well. Just the choreography and everything was awesome. The effects, like the practical effects, the zombies. Every week the zombies look beautiful, dude. I mean, literally, the zombies in here are... There's a skull, literally, also like you can see the skull in one of the zombies, I believe, when Rick was fighting. And also the effects, like when someone was bit on the throat. It gets better each and every week in each season. It just gets more gross, and I love that about Greg Nicotero and his team. The ending, where the walkers are everywhere and approaching the RV, and even when Rick was attacked, no one is safe in this world. Do you guys think Daryl's not going to die? Daryl's going to die one day, most likely. Rick's going to die one day, most likely. Michonne, Heath, Morgan. People die. People are going to die. I just want you to know that. People are going to die. Glenn's dead. Ah! Yeah. But people die. Do you just want nobody to die in any episode? Just no one dies. People gotta die. It happens, you know. We've seen him for 6 years, and I hope he's not dead. Again, I know the answer. I'm just trying to play cool here for people who don't want to know for the upcoming. But still. And then very intense, dude. Very intense. The directing here was awesome as well. Very awesome. Nothing wrong with the directing. Always good. A very intense episode because when Glenn, the death, my stomach hurt. Not hurt like, restroom. But it hurt like where I literally felt like my life was not, you know, I felt like everyone was still. It felt like the whole world was just gone. And I was watching this show and it felt like my stomach hurt, like, where I felt bad inside. I felt horrible. I felt like I don't know. It's hard to say that feeling, isn't it? You feel like you died inside almost. Like it feels like you died, where you're like, you don't believe it. No, you did not just do that. You know what I mean? Rick as well, dude. Rick in here was very intense, the running and everything, and also the RV and taking down the wolves and everything. Very awesome. Not much Rick in here, dude. Kind of disappointed, but still, for the parts he was in there, dude. Andrew Lincoln's always great. The walkers, like I said, Nicholas's death, dude. Nicholas's death was really intense as well, and him dying. Don't forget, Nicholas has been here since last season as well, so really intense, dude, to see him go, and very sad. The deaths in here, Annie's death, very intense, and David's death, very intense, reminded me of Everybody Hates Chris. That guy's character's death. Noah's death, yeah. Very reminded me of that. And the climbing the fence, Heath and everything, like, god damn, like, them climbing the fence was, the guy had a bullet in his leg and he had to climb the fence, so very intense as well. And the survival. This episode was all about survival, and you could die any second if you corner yourself. So you gotta be careful, do not split up, you have to survive. This is how we survive. Now the cons. It was slow at first, dude. The first 10-15 minutes were slow. Yes, they very slow, actually, where it was kind of boring, the pacing. I didn't really care for the opening and everything because it was a little slow. Yes, it was. Very slow. And the guy died, the whole throat thing. Literally, they weren't even looking at him, and they turn around, and he's like, like he's all dead and everything. Are you kidding me? Like, no one heard him scream or anything. He was kind of stupid. Like, oh, they just killed him off like that. Wrote him off. Whatever. Also, the guy who got bit, did no one hear? Everything was still, and then the zombie came up and bit the guy in the back. Did no one hear about the zombie like and biting? No one? Is he like an agent silent mode or and like bites the guy in the back? Are you kidding me? So Daryl, this whole season, I think mostly we've seen Daryl on a motorcycle. It's just a waste, honestly. Rick, yeah, Rick, yeah, Rick. Not feeling it. I'm not feeling it, guys. I'm not feeling it. So, ladies and gentlemen, here are my top 3 moments, and I'll give you my final grade. Number 3, the herd in front of the store when Michonne and them, and they're looking, and you could see them passing by, and then all of them walking towards the store, and then when they like shoot the shotgun onto them and everything, really intense. I'm actually seeing Nicholas right now killing Will on the screen. Number 2, Rick takes the wolves out. Very intense scene, because you think like Rick's gonna get injured or something, dude. You know, he could have died easily right there. Obviously, they wouldn't kill Glenn and Rick in the same episode. And number 1, Glenn dies ? And Nicholas dying as well. That's my number 1 scene. That was the number 1 scene that stole the whole episode there, the most talkative scene. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to give this Walking Dead episode, season 6, episode 3, thank you, an A-. Really, really great episode, guys. Honestly, probably, I think last week is still the best episode out of the season, but for sure, most shock value in this episode. The acting, again, was totally good. Very intense episode, very dark episode, very survival episode. Survival of the fittest. You gotta survive in this episode. That was the whole moral of the whole episode, and just very intense. So, yeah, A-, guys. Very great episode, man. Very great. Good week. I'm gonna tell you honestly, I love Morgan, and Lenny James is perfect, and we've been wanting Lenny James for many years to come back. But next week, the 90 minutes episode, yeah, I like a flashback episode, but 90 minutes of Morgan, I mean, I want to progress in our story. Great, we have to go through a 90-minute Morgan episode. Great. Because we all asked for a 90-minute Morgan episode. Yeah, everyone in the world asked for it. Yeah, great. Oh, yeah. It could be a great episode, but yeah, woohoo, yeah, fun, awesome. Yeah, because we asked for it. I asked for it for sure. So, and I love Morgan's. I've been wanting for him, and I love Lenny James. I love Morgan, but not a 90-minute episode. Just do a 30-minute flashback scene and then get back to your modern day story, please. Don't do a 90-minute episode. Come on. Anyway, A-, and thank you all for those who don't want to hear the spoiler coming up right now. This is for a spoiler for those for the upcoming episodes in Season 6. For those who don't want to hear about that spoiler and want to leave right now, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Tomorrow is Supergirl, and I also review Gotham and Fargo on Monday, so stay tuned for that. May Spock be with you. Always hit that subscribe button. Guys, I'll see you all for the next one. Next week for more Walking Dead. Now, for those who want to stay here for the spoiler for the upcoming episodes, here we go. There's a page on Facebook called the Spoiling Dead fans, something like that. The Spoiling Walking Dead fans, something of that nature. That Facebook. They have people take photos of like the actors on set and everything. I don't know. They're obviously already past the mid-season finale filming. They should almost be done filming season 6. Glenn has been on set. And Rick and Michonne and everyone's been on set doing their survival stuff. They're filming and everything. People say Glenn could be in a flashback or something something like that. Possibly, but he's been on set for a very long time. So, and also in Talking Dead, he wasn't on the memoriam. So Glenn most likely is alive. 100% mostly confirming that he's alive. So if the Spoiling Dead didn't work for you or the Talking Dead memoriam didn't work for you, most likely then he's right. He's alive. He's alive. Glenn's not dead. I don't know how they're going to do it. I really do wish. I don't want Glenn to die, honestly, but I think that would be a perfect way for him to go. Just let him kill it. Let it go. Let him die. But you know how they do. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you all for the next one. Spock with you always.